Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Good night. Good night to all our viewers. Welcome to the episode of our podcast. And as you can see, I'm here solo for the time being. And for the face, you know by now that it's your host, Levon, and we're here tonight to look at some EPL football. A lot of interesting actions happened across the last 2 days. Some that a lot of us expected, some that a lot of fans are crying about. But guess what? We're here to divulge in all of it. And hopefully, the man that said that one particular team would have gotten points off a team will also show up because I know that you guys wanted to see his face last night, but wasn't to be. So hopefully, that man will show up as well. So we'll get there. And as you can see now, I'm now joined by the man who's celebrating Demo. Wagwan, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm there. You hear me clearly?
Fully.
All right, good. We're there, boss. Big up yourself. Big up everybody in the comment section. There we go.
All right, say no more, bro. So, as I mentioned, big up Latoya, see in the comment section long time ago saying, well, good night, everyone. Just know it's all Kim's fault. Terry is saying, well, and also Dale, big up on yourself. Michelle, good night, same way. So, let me just bring it up. So, Liverpool, as the title says, handed out a dishing a full plate, fully served meal of four piece, and Manchester United is in shambles. And it goes to show that Liverpool and Man City are miles, when I said miles, I mean miles way ahead of Man United. So that's that. But we're going to look at the game a bit more in depth. And Liverpool, man, I don't think you have much to say because it was expected to be an easy victory. But we're going to break down the game now. And team, when I look at it, I remember this man that a lot of people criticize, including myself, that this man
Mm-hmm.
is known for thumbs up and all of that, but he served up a
Mm-hmm.
master class and he has been very good for Liverpool, especially since the turn of the year. So can go ahead and get into the game itself and then talk about the man on screen.
All right. So, first of all, I'm not going to talk about the game first because I demand a public apology for all the Thiago haters. Because a lot of the times, people come out and they watch TV and them see people make some analysis and them run with it. Thiago slows down your play and all of this nonsense that was going on when he just came in. Now, if people remember correctly, when Thiago came in, he was injured by Richarlison, who tried to broke him foot and end him career. He then went on when he came back after that time to catch COVID, and he again was out. And remember when he made his debut, he broke the passing record in one half. So don't forget that. And then he had to play Fabinho's position because Fabinho had to go to centre back and all of that stuff. Thiago was always the man making progressive passes for Liverpool, not slowing down any game. He was always the man stringing the passes, trying to break the lines, and always playing that true pass because that's what Thiago does. That, my friends, you see, the Manchester United game, Thiago, after Thiago's career is done, he's going to be right up there with the Iniestas and the Pirlos of this world. I'm gonna want to hear no other arguments about that. The man is a
Wow.
world class midfielder, and when the man hang up in boots, he's right up there with Iniesta, Pirlo, Zidane, all of them. All right, so I'm just to give the man him dues. Absolutely superb performance against Manchester United, and that is what we call men versus boys. Um, so when I saw the lineup, I saw that you guys went for, I don't know if you're Newcastle or you're Man U tonight, boss.
Brother, fully Newcastle.
Yeah, when I saw the lineup and I saw Phil Jones, I was saying this really get desperate if we don't go for Phil Jones, boss. I thought Eric Bailly would have get the nod, but he
Man,
went.
man, let
Mm,
me stop you there for a minute because even
mm,
some Man United fans are say clamoring for Eric Bailly as if he would have made a difference. I believe that guy has played against you guys twice in EPL. I
yep.
remember one match he got a red card and the next one he
Mm.
scored an own goal. So I'm like, this man has a track record of doing poorly against Liverpool. So why the bag of Alabaloo that he should have started and whatever you not?
So you don't prefer Bailly over Phil Jones?
I prefer none of them. If I could let go both of them right now, I do it.
Well, I thought he would have been the better option because of his pace. No, I mean coming into the game, I expected one result and one result only, and I said that anything less than 3 goals would have been a failure for Liverpool just because of how poor you guys were. But when you went five at the back, I think gonna look for compart the bus and try for damage limitations. But within 4 minutes, like 5 minutes, not even second, I guess the game plan went out the window. And people were saying Salah is in goal drought and all of that. Like when Salah in a goal drought, it looked like him have to play Manchester United. But we like that Liverpool performance was probably the most complete performance I have seen for some time for Liverpool. It was utterly dominant. Um, Everybody, if me I do a player rating, every single player get 10. Everybody. Like it was just so easy. I think you guys had probably a chance where Allison they have to make the double save, and I think it was marginally offside. Rashford could have get a chance to take down the ball and shoot, but he didn't control, and that was it.
Scrub.
But, but from the game start, I'm gonna see Allison do a Cruyff turn in the box and beat. I don't know who they try to press him, but him do a Cruyff turn and beat him in the box. I know that it was going to be utter dominance, and big up to all of the front line. Everybody scoring assist each other. Jata came on and he got assist as well. And boy, I don't know. I don't know what's next for Manchester United, but yeah, only in the mode, my brother.
And as you can see on the screen, I have up some stats. Most goals in EPL this season, as you can see, the man that was on a mini drought, Mohamed Salah, 22. And he's also
Mm,
tied with assists with Trent. So they both have 12. And I know that Alisson has 18 clean sheets. So that is where you really see where a world class team is in terms of how they have been playing. You notice that the goal scorers are contributing, the midfield is good, the
yeah.
back line is very good. So I mean, that's a complete team. And Ralph himself said it, as we call him, Mr. Press Conference. He talked the talk. Let's be honest. He does talk a good talk, but coaching, I don't think coaching is his thing. Although personally for me, I said it before that there's no way me as a coach going to come into a club, right? I see the players that are there. And then I am going to do something like this. All right. So Demo, you have a philosophy, Zine, and
Yeah.
you come in with the philosophy, you realize that the players there can't fit into your philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a youth team and your youth teams are good. You know that it's easier to teach youths than to teach men that are making over
Yep.
250K per week, you know.
Yep.
Why is it that you are known with a track history, a track record of giving youth a chance? Why never bring in some youth and say, all right, since as these guys cannot do it, you are the guys that I'm going to place my trust and faith in to bring us forward. So that is
Yeah,
my
but
issue with Rav.
hold on. So how many of the youths there think you gonna put? The thing is, to bring youths in this kind of toxic environment, it's kind of risky as well. I know you want to come and change the environment, but they gonna come in at this like we saw when Hannibal came on. Like the pass with Harry Maguire give the man, brother. You just set up the man life for just ruin him career because it was a horrible pass. Him try
Very.
control it and obviously Robertson they hound him lose the ball and that led to our fourth goal. But people are gonna come on the little youth now and say, yo, why never control the ball or put it out or whatever. But it was a
Hard.
horrible pass from Maguire. So it's like the coach can say, oh, we can bring in youths and stuff, but the environment right now for Man U, I don't think you want to do that right now.
It's a fully toxic.
Yes, but the two toxic, like you need a complete overhaul, and then they can bring in. Like you remember when Rashford broke out on the scene? I mean, you guys were
Yeah.
doing well, and I mean, relatively well. Not like when they win trophies or whatever, but when they do well, and him just bedding and him just there doing thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you're saying, but as Rav said in his pre-match conference, he said that he expects Man United to sign at least 6 to 10 players in the summer. At minimum. That is what they're going after. And I think Ten Hag will be confirmed between tomorrow and Saturday. So after that, they'll get to work in terms of signings and all of that. But
Mm,
as you guys mentioned, this team is in disarray and they have been nothing short of awful. I'm going to put up a next graphic now. So look at
yeah.
what they pay $80 million for. Look at that. Look at these player ratings. 6.3,
Yeah.
6.4. 6.7, 6.3, 6.2, 6.8, 5.5, 6.5, 6.2, 4.6, 5.1, 6. Bro, it's only one rating I said the man get over 6.6 in one game, and he got 7 in that game. Just look
That
at what these
that's for
guys
this
spend.
season.
Yes, fam.
Yo, that's a joke, bro. That
Imagine that $80 million for that. But that's right up there now.
yeah,
And keep on telling you guys that stop calling man Fridge. Fridge has more use than this man.
no, and the thing is, people like the media make it seem like say is like a agenda people have against Maguire. Like, and I think he came out in an interview and said he's playing well, or else no other coach would be playing him and stuff like that. But brother, with these ratings, he's obviously not been playing well.
Boy, I heard that
I think
they wrote it in his contract, that once he's fit, he has to play. That's what I saw somewhere. I don't know how truthful it is, but I saw it somewhere that once he's fit, he has to play.
well,
Crazy.
I don't know, and the worst part of it is the man is a captain, and he expect him fair lead from the front and. The reason how did he get captain in the first place? Because the man just leave Leicester, come over and
Cam favorite coach.
him just take the armbands up.
Yeah, man, Cam's favorite coach decided, yo, hear what? You look like captain material, so all this.
Oh, that's shocking, man. That's shocking.
Well, he was the one who did it, man. But we're not here to just talk about them for any longer because that's a sad club. We're here to talk about brighter things, things that are more wonderful. And when I talk about wonderful, I talk about Newcastle. That is the sort of team that I love, right? That's the
Yeah.
team that you can say that they mean business. And earlier on today, they played against Crystal Palace. And I said it once, said it twice that Eddie Howe, the job that he has done at Newcastle,
Mm-hmm.
stop sleep on it. And earlier on today, that's now what 6 wins that he has trumped up at
Mm.
home successively. It is the first time they have done this since 2003. And if you look at the team, I said it to somebody earlier on today, I think that I said that if you look at Newcastle last 6 to 7 home games, they haven't conceded in the first half. And that is something to take from it because you notice that when Steve Bruce and rest of coaches before, that they always give away goals. Always
Mm-hmm.
give away a lot of goals. But this time around, you started out the defense, you realize that even the attacking players are playing well. No matter who he starts, whether it be Halmoran, Ryan Fraser, it doesn't
Yep.
matter. They tend to play good. And today, Bruno Guimaraes, that's a real Bruno. I said it the other night and people laugh. Bruno Guimaraes, a real Bruno turn up, and he played a sublime ball over the top to, well, not necessarily over the top, but it was a very good pass to Almiron, and Almiron curled it, good goal. And
Yeah.
let's just take a time out, Demo, to talk about the job that Eddie Howe has done at Newcastle.
Boss, I mean, I guess I don't remember how long ago it was, but I've been saying Eddie Howe is a great coach. I thought that when England were looking for a manager, he should have been in contention as well. I think that he can take any mid-table top club and do a good job because of his philosophy and how him work. And the man did do a great work where he was before. You know what I mean? And him there go through like a transition period when he just came to Newcastle. He was losing a couple games and whatnot. But once he got the players he needed, he's getting the results. Like I don't know what the man did to Joe Linton. Like I don't think no other coach could have done that to Joe
None.
Linton. Man just said none. You know what I mean? And the man just making pieces work. Um, the man is a big coach, man. I mean, I don't know about manager of the season because when Jurgen Klopp win the quad, it go. But anyway, a brilliant, brilliant coach, man. He deserves all the respect.
Yeah, Owen
Not
Dillard,
even
man
him
said
can
Ellen
help
to
reggae
Reggae
boys.
Boys.
Him can
So
help
I
them.
think about this one. Yes, Terry saying that if Antonio link with a summer move, he was there already, never worked out. If
Yeah.
you're in his shoes, would you go back to a Newcastle?
Um, I mean, Brentford obviously not going down. With the project that Newcastle will be building with all of the money. I mean, for a personal paycheck, you go to Newcastle. If you look for the personal thing and maybe even for team success because you expect them to add more pieces and compete at a higher level. So for Tony, it's probably the best move, but I don't know if it will help Newcastle. I mean, they have Chris Wood that they just acquired as well. I don't know if they're gonna play a striking partnership or they just bought Chris Wood to take him off of Burnley. Or I don't know if they're gonna sell. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they just got Chris Wood and things. So for Tony himself, it would have been a good move, but I don't know if it would benefit Newcastle that much. They need a high profile striker, man.
I agree. And there is same power. And the way
Listen,
that the perfect response. So it was like
no. You see, like me say, until it's impossible, it's possible. So you can say what all him want. Yeah, no,
City man.
just realize, that Liverpool are gonna play every single match in the football season, like every single match. Like if we get to the final of the Champions League, and every single game of the football season we ever play, that's ridiculous.
Has it ever happened before?
I
No.
have
In
I
England, we know
have
that it
no
hasn't. It has never happened in England. I know that for
yeah,
a fact.
yeah. So all of the Premier League games, then obviously we're there in the finals of the FA Cup, we win the Carabao Cup. So just to get to the finals of the Champions League, and it's gonna be every single game of the football season.
Let
Crazy.
us see. Now over to another man that I know that you personally don't rate any at all.
Oh
You know,
my
but
gosh.
his team, he was under. Well, let me just introduce this game by saying that two teams are not teams. One team that Demo dislike wholeheartedly, and a coach that he dislike wholeheartedly on the other side. So he was caught between a rock and a hard place today. So I don't know which side he was on, but boom, Leicester float the blocks. Harvey Barnes, I like that fella, man. Run all day long, and whenever he get a chance, he takes it. I like him. But
Overrated.
then, they say overrated.
Yeah.
But then, as we have known with Leicester, ever since Rodgers took them over, at some point in the game, they're going to give a chances, in which they did give chances. Richarlison missed a sitter early out, but then at the last kick, they gave away another opportunity, and there was Everton to get the victory, and that is now two games on the bounce that they have won one and have drawn. So they have picked up some crucial points, and as I said before, they're going to stay up in the Premier League. I believe Lampard will keep them in the league, but look at this team. Richarlison has now hit 50 goals for Everton. People are kind of saying that he has reached a stage that he has outgrown Everton and all that, so he should get a bigger move to a bigger club. What say you?
So obviously I didn't watch this game because I was, trying to cheer on Brighton, um, in the City game. So, I mean, how did he score? You watch it? Like, what kind
Yeah,
of
man,
goal?
saw it. All right, so it was damn. Trying to remember the dude that crossed the ball to him. So the dude crossed the ball in the box to him, and then he flicked it on.
No, it was a header or just
No. He kicked it in, man.
okay, all right. So for me, I don't know how many games he played to get to 50 goals. This I don't know how this man make Brazil team. I mean, how the mighty have fallen if Brazil I call this man for play. This is one of the most overrated players I've ever heard. I hear people are talk about Saint Max and how him overrated. This brother is one of the most overrated players in the Premier League. I think he complains too much and he moans a lot and him one of them diva kind of players. I don't think he scores enough goals obviously for his position. And boy, I don't know which other big club him can make. Maybe Pep. You'd probably succeed under Pep because obviously the way City play
Hmm.
football, you're going to get goals. Yeah, and if they're
But
looking for
City don't need him now because, all right, if you look at it now, City already wrap up Julian Alvarez from River Plate, young striker. They are now set to complete the deal for Erling Haaland. That is basically done and dusted.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if you
yeah.
look at that, they only I want to say the need for him.
No, no, me just a try say because you say,
Mhm.
people say him outgrow Everton. Me just a try say where him would have fit
But guess what, though, Dino? People kind of forget the same
mm,
amount of goals that this dude has scored, 50 for Everton, that is the same amount of money that they paid for him. So it
yeah,
never come cheap.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, for the game, obviously, I want Everton to get relegated because I have Burnley staying up. Um, that was a very late goal to give them a point. I think that makes them 4 point clear now of Burnley.
Yeah.
So they're still not out of the woods yet. I mean, they get a point and save them skin, but I don't think they're out of the woods yet. So they're they're supposed to come to us, and that go already.
Whap up
So
that, man. Easy whap up. It's like now normal service resume.
yeah, yeah. So it's like me not think them out of the woods just yet. As for Leicester, I don't think that they're playing for anything in particular. So them can afford to drop points all they want. But Everton, they're still in the battle for relegation for me.
All right. I'm now going to move on to the most exciting game that took place earlier on today. And this is the game that I'm talking about where Arsenal got a 4-2 victory over Chelsea at the bridge. And from I saw the lineup by Chelsea, I said that this was a gimme. They're giving away this game because from I saw Malang Sarr and Andres Christensen in the starting eleven, I was like, damn. But that wasn't it. Once I saw the $100 million defender up top, that basically gave me the seal of approval that this is a win for Arsenal or a draw at worst scenario. No, I don't know what got into Tuchel. I don't know if because he has been talking up this guy from the other day, but there's no way this guy should start for Chelsea. I know he hasn't started a Premier League game in 2 months, but the guy that I'm talking about, the $100 million defender, Romelu Lukaku, he's not much different from Harry Maguire. You know that when time he play against Man United, the next team has 12 players because Maguire plays for the next team. It's the same case with Lukaku. Whenever you play against Chelsea and he's playing, you know that you have 12 on your team because he's playing for
Yeah.
you. He'll defend your goal for you. So started, game started really interesting. A lot of defensive mistakes. I mean, Aspilicueta did score a goal, but this was one of the worst games I saw from Aspilicueta. Christensen first made a mistake, boom, goal. Then after that, Aspilicueta gave away the ball, I think, 2 times or two of the other goals. And there was a man who don't know to score any at all. Edward Nketiah. From you met that man come and score against you, you know so you do. He scored twice and Saka got one. And Chelsea were just outplayed in terms of the attacking wise. So even though I said that they shot themselves in the foot with some of those defensive mistakes, but that's something that what you have to say about this one because as you said, you were so caught up watching Brian because you wanted Brian to get something, but that wasn't to be.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was in and out of the game because everybody had talked about the excitement and like 1 minute, I see Arsenal score, then I see Chelsea score. I mean, like, oh, this happened so fast, So I hopped over there for a minute and I saw a couple of the goals. I I thought that I've never seen Chelsea look so. I don't know if it's disorganized or the word. Um, and Arsenal look like they were really up for the fight. I mean, I know Timo Werner got a deflected goal. The Aspilicueta goal, I saw that as well, and I saw the penalty incident that I did not think it was a penalty at all. This is
Why?
Saka dragged down the man, and him get and Aspilicueta get a penalty. I don't understand. All the way through, Saka pulled down Aspilicueta, and him are the
Mhm.
one who gave the penalty. That was a shocking decision for me. I didn't think that was a penalty, but Arsenal deserved to win on the day. Um, they were the better team, and Chelsea just I don't know, man. They always seem to find. I don't think they've been that great at home this season anyway. And remember, I had them to win the league, and Lukaku to have the golden boot.
That was correct.
How wrong was I? So yeah man, Arsenal deserve that and the race for the top four goes on. Nobody wants it, but will it will go break somehow because Arsenal have Manchester United soon and I think they also have Tottenham soon. So we're going to find out who's going to make it sooner or later.
Here's Adrian Nicholson saying that Chelsea are miles behind City and Liverpool in terms of the league, and in games like this shows why. Well, look at Chelsea team. Chelsea is deep in a boss. And when I say deep, I mean very deep. Well, look at the team that they played today. As I mentioned, a lot of guys were on the bench. But,
Yeah,
but all right, let's look at it. So they started Mendy in goal, Reece James, Christensen, Sarr, Aspilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Kante, Alonso, Mason Mount, Lukaku, and Werner. When you look at the bench, Kepa, Jorginho, Thiago Silva, Christian Pulisic, Trevor Chalobah, Saul Niguez, Ross Barkley, Akim Ziyech, and Kai Havertz. Brother, that is an extremely deep team, So
wait, so
what has gone so
why
wrong
them?
with them?
Yeah, why them rest like Havertz and these players? What they must save them for the cup? Like, man, I understand the
They
FA
got the
Cup
cup the
final.
way done so fam.
Yeah, so why Havertz didn't play? Silva and all of these players. Why? Man, I understand the rotation. I mean, I would think
Honestly,
that this is a big game,
hmm
a London Derby and so. So I wouldn't. I don't know why two could say, but probably people injured or whatever. The Chelsea fans can tell us why. But like I said, the squad is deep, and the players who came in should have do the job, especially against like for concede 4 goals with Eddie Nketiah leading the line is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I mean,
I tell the
the
fam.
Emil Smith Rowe goal that was brilliant. He's a player that I
They'll
rate.
take them.
Yeah, but the for concede 4 goals with Nketiah leading the line is ridiculous.
But thinking about it, Demo, this second goal I consider the same one that Nketiah, not Nketiah, I mean Smith Rowe, the one that you said is a good goal. You do
Yeah.
realize that Chelsea were attacking and
Yes,
Lukaku got a chance that
the,
he should
the
have
counter.
buried. And it was the same count that the guy scored
Yes,
from. So,
yes, yes.
boy, when you talk about sleeping, that is exactly what caught them. And Adrian made this comment earlier on when I spoke about Richarlison. He said that he missed 2 clear chances, but that didn't stop him from going. A 98 million pound flop over Chelsea should learn from him. Boy, you guys
Yeah,
are harsh, man. Although he is a flop. And still worth saying that Chelsea defense is whack recently, even though they make a couple changes.
yeah, and that's
Um,
and that's the surprising thing because earlier in the season, that's what they were built on. They were built for a strong defense. They don't concede a lot of goals and all that. So I don't know what happened. Why they might concede so much goals.
Facts. And yesterday is saying that weak fence, sorry, I mean weak bridge. Wow. And as I put out this comment before, Chelsea depth is so overrated, but I was speaking to a pulp by most of them. Mm. And here's Michelle saying that Tuchel shouldn't play Lukaku over Havertz. And she's
Yeah,
also
but
saying that
but
the
no, go
sure.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
I was saying that didn't Lukaku rough up Arsenal when he came in, man. The 2 goal him this score against him.
Brother, you know how long that ago?
No, I know. So
At
I'm
that
saying
point in time,
probably
Man United had a chance to win the league.
I'm saying probably that's why two could go with him for the Arsenal game, familiar foes.
And Michelle, as I said, is saying that believe it or not, but Chilwell is a big miss for us. And Daly saying that London Bridge has been bombed. Okay. We're now going to move on to the next game, which will be the final game. That is Man City, who got the better of Brighton. And I'm sure that the Liverpool fans aren't happy because they really wanted Brighton to do something, but Brighton could not hold on. Once City decided they're going to play football, it was just a matter of when they were going to score. And they did turn up the heat, and they got 3 goals in the second half, that is. And also, it was a monumental achievement for one coach. Before I get there, is Kish saying that Rudiger would have caused some problems if he wasn't injured. Yeah, and here's Adrian saying we're not playing for him, but the man that I'm talking about, no, he has a wrapped up an impressive
We're not doing.
250. So we're in a fine form.
Fine form when the party done. Anyway,
He
all
has
right.
scored four, he has scored four in the his last five, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, he's coming to the party to come clean up the plate because the party done. It's kind of too late for that German Shane Long. But anyway, continue.
Brother, easy, very easy. Yeah, and so I was saying, this man has been impressive. 250 wins for Man City under his belt now. But let's just talk about this guy for a minute because I know that you have him as the greatest right now, but as I said over and over, that man over by Hanfield, that is my coach. But I look at Pep and what he has done for Man City is nothing short of impressive. He has been very good with them, and one thing that I can count on with him is that if it's a Man City play the first half and they look kind of a little bit lethargic or not really clinical enough, just know that early at the blocks in the second half, they're going to come for you. They're really going to come for you, and that is what they did with Brighton. And when I look at it now, Deem, I saw you mention something about this guy, but Riyad Mahrez fella. When we saw him at Leicester,
Mm.
we expected the world at this man put based on what we saw there in a team that was just finished battle relegation, and yeah, they did end up in the league, but going to a better team with a better coach, we thought that he would have been starting week in, week out, and he would have been what Mohamed Salah is right now. So we can talk about him for a minute.
Pep or Maris.
Anyone, because we're going to talk about both.
So I mean, I don't think people have to say anything more about Pep. I think his work prove itself. Again, me have him as the best coach in the world right now. Um, I just think that his body of work is ridiculous. And though there's some downsides, obviously not winning the Champions League with City is a massive downgrade for me. Losing to Monaco and Tottenham and some little joke team where knock him out after him dominating the league. That's a big downgrade for me. But the way how he gets teams to play football is just ridiculous. I mean, the points tally that him achieve on him behalf the Bayern team. I know obviously everybody expect Bayern to win the league, but the way how he got them playing football, the amount of points he got, obviously that Barcelona team are the best team ever play football that he had, during that time, and Barcelona were very dominant, and then him come a City come just show that him can turn it into a farmers league as well. But thanks to Liverpool, him kinda fair back up a little bit. But they should give Liverpool a trophy just for keeping the league competitive, you know what I mean? So Pep Guardiola is obviously a very good coach, and 250 wins, major achievements. As for Mahrez, best first touch in football right now for me. I didn't think that he was going to get to like a Salah level, because I don't think that he's a goal scorer per se. I have him as a creative winger, kind of like a Rafinha kind of type. So he will take on the players and beat a player and set up players in the box, and he will score the odd goals here and there. But I never expect him to get 20, 30 goals a season. Nah, I never expected that from Mars. As for the game, listen, the first half, I know you said that they were lackluster, but listen, City they are pressure Brighton like crazy, boss. Like they're on them, on them, on them. They just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. A lot of sliding blocks from Brighton defenders to block shots, and whenever they try to break, Welbeck just lose the ball. And I mean, at nil all at the first half, I had hope. I take off my shirt, I'm have on my Lalana Brighton jersey, and I say, let's do it. The statue is there for you, Lalana. Let's do it, man. Just do the job. They get a statue outside of the cup, you know what I mean? And then just like that, second half started, and my City just showed that they're a class above. And listen, what can you say about Kevin De Bruyne? I don't know, but the man is on a next level. I'm disappointed. I never expected them to get, but when you give them a false hope, halftime nil nil, and you hold out, you get disappointed. You get disappointed, you know what I mean? And obviously, I was disappointed. I was top of the league for a couple hours and stuff. But I mean,
Mhm.
we always expect. I don't expect City to drop any more points. I
I
mean,
agree.
it's more in hope. than expectation. Them a go dump up Watford who them have next, and I guess I can only hope on Wolves and probably West Ham for do me a little favor. Other than
And
that,
guess what though? It's a bad thing, because Wolves aren't playing any football right now. And
exactly.
also, you see, West Ham will be
Europe.
so focused on Europa that you say, all right, you know what? We'll just cement our place in Europa League, sixth place or seventh place thereabouts. We're good
Yeah,
with that. So when you look at it right now, bro, as I said, it's more open than
yeah,
actual reality because we have seen City in this position before. So when it comes down to City and they know that they have to win games in EPL,
yep, yep,
you said it the other day, that they had their downturn of form when they lost those couple of games and dropped points
yep,
against Crystal Palace and those teams. So you see the moment City goes back on a run, you know that that run is for the end of the season. That is what they always do.
yeah, man. And the thing is, I think they actually play before us as well the next game. So the psychological pressure of being 4 points ahead when they win,
Yeah,
we have no, so we have to beat Everton to bring it back to one.
yeah,
And
because City plays Saturday, you guys play Sunday. Yeah,
yeah, so that for me play a part as well. I mean, I just hate it to end up like that season where it finished by 1 point. I get it
and
just
it's
really
going down
annoying.
that road.
I don't expect us to drop any more points. Like I said, the game with me always fear during this run up is the Tottenham game. And once we get past that, because it's
Man
at
said, to
home.
brother, Tottenham nah beat you from. What you talk
No,
about?
no, no, no. It's not about beats.
Not
No,
even what?
lose.
Not even draw, bro. What you talk about?
The thing is, because it's Anfield, I'm going to give us the edge, yeah. But the way how Tottenham play, boss, and our high line, and the way how them give that game, the first time we play, I know we had no, we can't use the game because we had Tyler Martin and some really youngsters in the first game. But just
Exactly. I
Hurricane,
don't know what you're talking about, fam.
hmm?
That's what I was about to say. You guys played youngsters in those games,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. But the way how I see Tottenham playing, just the high line, it kind of worry me. But like I say, I don't expect to lose. It's just that they worry me. Whenever I worry about Everton and Man U and them things, just them.
all right. So let us work this out. Tottenham is going to beat Brentford on Saturday. Then they're going to beat Leicester at home. Then they're going to lose against your
What?
team
Wait,
because
wait, wait, wait. They're going to
why
do
not?
what at home? Leicester,
Again?
you say? Leicester?
Yeah, they have Leicester at home.
You can depend upon Rogers to give you that. But anyway,
So they're going to beat those two teams. Then they're going to pick up the L against your side. Then they're going to come back against Arsenal and beat Arsenal. Then they're going to beat Burnley and they're going to beat Norwich. Tottenham has such a easy run in. Only Liverpool they really have to worry about and
yeah,
Arsenal to an extent.
yeah. But Arsenal haven't won at a White Hart Lane for about 16 years. Man,
There
I
you
think,
have it. That's why I'm saying I'm going with Tottenham to win.
yeah, man, I think them have to worry about that.
That's why I said that your game is a gimme. They're going to lose that handsomely too. They're going to lose that by about 3 or probably even 4-1. But before we move on, one question. The guy that plays for Brighton, I know that you know him, and he's a Spanish player as well. I think he's a Spanish national, Mark Cucurella. In terms of his talent, what do you
Play
think
for
about
Brighton,
him?
you mean?
Yeah, for Brighton, but I think he plays. No, man, he's a Spanish national. I think
Oh
he has
no,
played
because you
for
say him play for Tottenham, but Brighton, you mean for say, I get what you mean.
Brighton. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
What do you
mean,
think about him?
uh, I think he's a decent left back. I think he's more attacking wise. He's better attacking wise, but him can defend. And I like him our Marcus Alonso, if you know what I mean. he's
Yeah.
decent. He's decent in defense. I think that if he's playing in a better team, you get better out of him. Obviously Brighton play good football and stuff, but they don't have somebody for finish the chances we would create. So I think he would get more numbers if he plays for a better team with a better striker. Because he does have a good delivery on him. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I think Regulan would have been a bit ahead of him just because of the team he playing. You have Hurricane and Son and all of them people. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
him play at a left wing back. So yeah, Cucurella decent man.
All right. You're going to be around tomorrow for a cricket show.
No, to which cricket show? No cricket show now go until West Indies come back, boss. What talk about? Pollard?
We're talking exactly.
Nah, you can't make a show about Pollard. Bro.
Make a show about Pollard and the West Indies guys in IPL.
Nah. We can talk about that
But
in a minute.
let's go right there because that's where we're going to go now and just wrap up. So
Yeah.
you realize that the guy himself and Michelle is still celebrating enough. I know that for a fact. Michelle is
I
already
know
cup
she is.
champion. Well, so news came out that one Karen Pollard has retired from international cricket.
Mm.
I know that
Sad day.
you for one is not happy about it, but hey, the guy decided that it's time. I don't know if it's some pressure or whatnot, but call it a day. It's weird because it's the first I've ever really seen a captain retire as a captain. It's the first I've seen it.
Yeah.
So, what you have to say about it?
So, listen, it's a very sad day in West Indies cricket, and I can tell you, if I was going to do a cricket show about this, like, would have block Michelle and block all of the Pollard haters, so no one is supposed to happy that I won't be having a show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a very sad day in West Indies cricket. Like, the man took over West Indies. Um, he gave his all, and the whole Caribbean saw that he was one of the best white ball captains in the region. Like there was no doubt about it. He got the captaincy because he was very proactive and not reactive like the rest of captains that would have had. um he was very upfront and in your face. I guess because him bossy and him talk him mind, people don't really like him and they want him to be humble. I don't know what it is about people wanting stars to be humble, but the man wasn't a humble person. He was very upfront in your face, and him say what him have to say. The thing is, he improved with the bat as captain as he
True.
went on, and he was getting us results. And a lot of the series that we won under Pollard, like the man one of our most successful captains in white ball cricket. So I don't know all the hate that Pollard is getting. I don't know where it's coming from. I guess people still are holding him up for the, you know, whatever them have personal with him. But for me, Pollard, there talks in the cricket circle though that you see what me talk about? He's a bully. And them are gonna bring up victimization and how he used to do like listen. Anyway, but there's talks in the cricket circle that Pollard, them people weren't happy. People in high places, they weren't happy with his captaincy and they were going to strip him of the captaincy, and they make it known to him, and he's like, all right, in pride now I gotta allow him to give up the captaincy and still try to make the West Indies team. So he decided to retire because listen, when you take on a thing, if him not captain, him not go play. You know what I mean? So him decide to focus on T20 cricket. I think he's in the 100 coming up. Um, Obviously in the IPL not doing so well, but
Well, the team itself not doing well.
yeah, but him really has struggled. But yeah, Pollard was a great servant to West Indies cricket, and one of the only persons who can say him like six sixes in a one over. So who not like that? I just say it go. They can't keep a good man down, and him always keep a smile, when you want him for frown. But big up yourself, Pollard. We thank you for your service, and I guess we can look to Puran because you groom him.
That's what I was going to ask you, that if you think it's Nicky P that is going to get the captaincy of the white
Yes,
ball team.
yes, man, it was always going to be him. I mean, Pollard grew him to be the captain. He saw in the Australia series when Pollard went out. Puran was the captain. Every time Puran captain decide who win, and then I think if Hetmeyer can remain fit, I think he's in line to be the vice captain as well. So if he gets back in the West Indies team, we're looking at the youngsters to take the reins. But they have been groomed properly, especially Puran. So Pollard do him thing.
Facts. And same time, Michelle was saying that Ed Man on fire though. Yeah, he has been doing well in IPL with his big belly. And there's she also saying that we need Ed Man to play for West Indies. Michelle, just give him a phone call and tell him say, yo, work on the fitness and he'll easily get back into the team.
Yeah,
Easy.
but that's the thing. Him can't argue say him still a liquid ball in the IPL and they don't care about his fitness. See him a run out
True,
the
that's true, yeah.
Rhine, run out
And
the
he,
Rhine.
that is what I was going to say now, that he's actually fit in the IPL because I see this man taking a blinder to,
Yes, man. I mean, listen, like I must always just say, West Indies have standards and criteria. If you can't make it, then it's on
your
you.
fault. Your
That's
fault.
on
I agree. I agree.
you.
Any final words before we wrap it up?
No, just the playoffs active. You know, looking at Jamorant even in the series the other night for the Grizz. I mean, I know people think I might be a Grizzlies fan, but I'm not. I'm a Jamorant fan. So whether the Grizzlies lose or not, if Ja gets his numbers, I really don't care what happened to the Grizzlies. And so, the playoffs very
Wow.
nice right now.
Bro, I never realized that Celtics actually won the game, and when I
Yes,
left it, they were leading.
yes, brother, the man they make a monster comeback, boss. Yeah, so
What?
Brooklyn two
Daniel
nil
Thies
down.
has, Daniel Thies did very well.
Yeah, man, Tice was balling, and so the Brooklyn Nets now 2-0 down, mountain to climb, and that's a lot of people's favorites. So we'll see how that go. But the playoffs are where the thing is at right now, and yeah, we just saw what some playoff basketball. Apart from that, the quad is on, so stop call Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp now is Jurgen Quad. So look for that.
For the people that are wondering, so guess what? He was actually a Lakers fan from way back in the days. He's not a Grizzlies fan. Well, I throw away Lakers through the window. I'm strictly a JSW fan right now. And my team is up 2-0, and Jordan Poole is having a pool party in this playoff. So just hope that
But
will carry on the
man,
farm.
but tell you once LeBron they're Lakers, I'm not a Lakers fan. Stop spread propaganda.
There's Owen saying that Liston injured. Wow. Well, that is nothing too serious and she'll be back soon. And Michelle saying that my final minute, Demo Chamorant.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
only on Pollard you and Michelle kind of disagreeing on in terms of the club that you guys support. And that was some that
Yeah, and I
Michelle
mean,
is like,
you should take off our glasses here and just look for what Pollard do for the team. I'm sure she'll come around, But she plays stubborn. She plays stubborn.
alright, so Ro, big up yourself. Big
Yes,
up to the
sir.
producer John Carl. And big up to all our commenters, all our viewers. Remember, like the video, man. Like it up, share it up, and do all of those things. And at any point in time you guys feel bored and you feel like you don't have anything at all to do,
Mm.
go and watch back some of our videos. Go and watch back some of our videos from we had that stupid name. I'm not afraid to say we had that stupid name, Weekly Dose of Sports. Go back and watch those videos. Those videos were lit. So go
Remember
back and
that?
watch those from way back when. So
Yeah.
guys, keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on subscribing, keep on spreading the word about us. And guess what? Some merch will be forwarding soon. The guys have seen them and the guys like them as well,
Yes,
just for
sir.
us to get them out there. So just look forward to that, guys. Until we see you again, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your night.
Big up.